Story for the weekend. Tonight, low temperatures only dip into the mid to upper 50s under partly cloudy skies. Certainly not feeling like late October this weekend. Saturday, it's mostly sunny, near record highs in the low to mid 80s. By Sunday, mostly sunny skies return, along with similar temperatures topping out in the low to mid 80s. I'm meteorologist Kat Campbell in the Weather Center.
Currently from the KTC Broadcasting Studios, it's
5:31, and the temperature is 76 degrees.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
Jersey shining in them Friday night lights. Win, we just came to win. Win, we just came to win. Friday night lights. Ballin' Friday night lights. Ballin' win, we just came to win. Ballin' win, we must protect this house.
right, good evening, everybody. We'll get to buttons right now. JP tonight, and I was thinking we usually don't have him on the pregame show, so I don't know what I was worried about, and I was worried about him hitting buttons and all that. But either way, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Witherspoon Insurance kickoff show of Shelby, the Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby pregame kickoff show. Dennis Davis is here tonight. Shannon Allen, I'm Kevin Hastings. CJ's in here. He's going to have to bring me some more water here in a second and make him work. We got some big games tonight on KTC Broadcasting, East Lincoln and North Lincoln, Cherryville, Bessemer City, Crest, Kings Mountain, Burns, Shelby, and I don't have helmets for the folks watching at home. I don't have a Chase or an RS Central helmet. So you folks from Rutherford County's got to get me some helmets down here, including you, Philip Russ, up at East Rutherford.
I've got an East Rutherford.
I know you do, but he was supposed to bring me one a long time ago, and it never happened. I wanted him to bring me one when they came through town to go to North Lincoln and just pull the bus over and hand me a helmet off. Would have been awful nice for us. They couldn't put that in their schedule. Throw it out the window. They didn't even have to slow the bus down. We could have called it.
Toss it in the parking lot.
I stuck JP out there to catch it at 30.
Hit him in the
catch
head.
Catch the helmet at 35 miles per hour. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the pregame show again, brought to you by Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby. I want to thank them as always for providing the pregame show for us. We got a big night ahead of us. It's the last night of the regular season, so that means we got to talk playoffs, conferences, and all that other good stuff coming up. And if you are listening on the radio out there in radio land, you can watch the show on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your family. We do a pregame show here. We pregame preview all the games. We'll give you some predictions and tell you where you can find them and watch them and listen to them. And then at 7:30, we have a Red Zone Channel show where we have reporters out at the field, out at the fields, 6 or 7 of them usually on Friday nights, and they're recording all the plays and reporting back to us and giving us highlights, and we put that on the Red Zone Channel, and you guys can keep up with the scoring plays as they happen and the scores as they happen. You can watch that. Now, that was the only show that we have that's not on the radio. That's YouTube only. Red Zone 7:30 to 9:45. And then 10 o'clock, the postgame show brought to you by CSI Mechanical of Shelby. And we'll do that from 10 to 11:45, not 12:45. 10 to 11:45, and we'll talk to all of our broadcast announcers. So tonight we'll have we'll have all the scores in the area, of course, but we'll have highlights and talk to reporters from Cherryville, Bessemer, Burns, Shelby, East Lincoln, North Lincoln, Crest, Kings Mountain, RS Central, Chase, Lincoln, and West Lincoln, and the Gaston County game of the week, wherever, I guess I could try to maybe, wherever Jeff Miller goes to this week, it would be probably either North Gaston, South Point, or Ashbrook, Huss, and we'll get a report from him. He may get East Gaston, Highland Tech. I doubt it, though, on his fan vibes, but he'll probably be at North or North Gaston, either South Point or Huss tonight. Varsity Kramer would be a good game, but I don't think that's going to be the one. He ends up tonight, Shannon, do you?
No, I think he'll do North Gaston. So I do North Gaston South.
Would you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with a chance to knock basically South. This is a playoff game for these teams, and we're going to go through the standings right now here in just a second and show you guys exactly what we're talking about. Playoffs start tonight for a lot of these teams, guys, and in conference and rivalries, all kinds of fun mixed up involved in all of it, and we're going to get started first off in one of our conferences, folks. The conferences that we do cover, if you are listening or watching the show, Gaston, Cleveland, Lincoln, and Rutherford counties, plus the schools that the conferences they're in. So we're going to start, I don't know the name of this conference, with the 1A, 2A football conference, Conference A.
Shannon. Conference
A. Excuse me. So in Conference A, Community School of Davidson is in the lead right now, 6-0, 8-1 overall. Pine Lake Prep 5-1, 7-2 overall. Bishop McGinnis 4-2, 5-4 overall. Mountain Island Charter 3-3, 6-3 overall. That's the reason we cover this team. Mountain Island plays Corvion Community tonight. They're 3-3, 5-4 overall. So both those teams looking for a big win there in the 1A. Pine Lake Prep and Community School of Davidson are the 2A schools in this conference. So Bishop McGinnis is the 1 seed right now. They're playing Christ the Kings 2-4. If they hold serve, they'll get the 1 seed. And Mountain Island and Corvion will be playing for the 2 seed tonight. None of those teams are on the verge of getting kicked out. The RPI ratings, North Carolina only had 36 1A teams in the West, so it's not going to be not too many cuts for the teams that qualify.
The bar is low.
There is no four win threshold there in the 1A. So all those teams should be in. So should be Community School and Pine Lake with the seasons that they've had. Over in the 1A, 2A, Southern Piedmont 1A, 2A, this is Shelby and Burns Conference with East Gaston. Shelby and Burns, of course, playing for first place tonight in the conference and top seed out of their conference. I don't know where that would be, 1 through 10, somewhere around in there, depending on how the RPIs come out. Burns 7-2 overall, Shelby 6-3 overall. East Gaston's lost to both of them, so they've got the securely have the 3 spot out of this conference at 3-2 overall, 3-2 in the conference, 7-2 overall. The 1A part though, Bessemer and Cherville play tonight for first place in that conference, another rivalry game for first place. Bessemer 4-5 overall, Cherville 2-7 overall, both teams 2-3. Thomas Jefferson 1-5, Highland Tech 0-5. Jefferson's already finished their season overall though at 2-8, 1-5 overall.
Kevin, I can give you those RPI rankings for all the teams if you'd like them here.
Yes. Go ahead for the.
All right. In the 3A West, Crest is number 1 in the RPI rankings.
I thought you were going to do those 1A, 2A this conference.
Oh, that conference. In the 1A West, I was just doing in alphabetical order here, the way they printed them, Kevin.
Well, so what is that? 1A, 2A, 3A? How do you got them broken down?
I've got 3A, 2A, 1A.
Okay, let's go to the 1As because we're doing those first.
All
what
right,
do you have
Mountain Island Charter is number 13 in the RPI.
Okay.
Bessemer City's 25, and Cherville's number 28.
What about, you got Polk County on there somewhere?
No, I do not. I'm only doing the ones here that we cover in this area.
Gotcha. So where'd you say Bessemer and Cherville were on that?
Bessemer's 25, Cherville's 28.
So Bessemer, I guess they're, that's the RPI. Okay, never mind,
Yeah.
not the seeding. So
No, this
for
is
you
RPI,
so
which
if
will
you
be
do get
used to determine the seeding.
Right. So if you get the 2 as 3 seed out of there, what you're going to be dropping
You want
down
the
somewhere.
2A West now?
Let's see. Do one more 1A. Let me go through this conference and we'll do it. Brevard 5-0, East Rutherford 4-2, Chase 3-2, Polk County 3-2, Hendersonville 2-3, RS Central 1-4, Patton 0-5 in what is called the 1A 2A Mountain Foothills. The only 1A team in this conference is Polk County. All right, so Dennis. So what do we have in the 2A RPIs for the folks wondering about those?
Well, Terry Reinhardt will be very happy to know that West Lincoln is number 8, Burns is number 11, East Gaston is 14, Shannon Shelby 16, and Lincolnton is 29, last among the 4 teams to get in.
Well, looking at that conference, the Catawba Valley 2A, Bunker Hill 6-0, 9-0 overall, West Lincoln 5-1, 8-1 overall, barring a Bandy's over Bunker Hill upset tonight, which still would mean West Lincoln would still lose the tiebreaker to Bunker Hill. So Bunker West is trying to secure and hold on to that 2 spot tonight in the conference with a win tonight over Lincolnton, as Maiden tonight will host Newton Conover. West Lincoln's 5-1, Maiden's 4-2, Lincoln's 4-2. So scenarios, let's say Lincoln does win and Maiden does win, then we got 3, 5, and 2 teams that I believe all beat each other. So I can't remember what Terry said Saturday how they'll pick. I can't remember if it was Jelly Beans or Cow Patty Bingo or what. But they'll figure it out one of the two ways.
West Lincoln will be at the top
how you
of his poll. They'll be at the top.
Well, I know the top of his poll, but
Yeah.
his doesn't count.
Yeah. They got home field advantage. Number 1 seed in the Southeast.
Yeah. The Cowboys got the 2 seed.
Cowboys got the 2 seed state.
They're the 3.
They're the 3.
So West, one of our local teams, the highest ranked in the RPI on the 2A. Is that what you said, Dennis?
In the 2As, it's West Lincoln, Burns, East Gaston, Shelby, and then Lincolnton.
All right, let's do the 3A conferences. South Point and Crest, of course, play tonight. They're both 6-0, 9-0. Now, here's where the fun really begins in the Big South. 4 3-3 teams. They all play each other tonight. Ashbrook, Huss, and North Gaston at South Point. Now, what does the RPI show in those schools, Dennis?
Well, it shows Crest is 1, Kings Mountain is 2, so that will be a real tough battle. And actually, the predictions on that one, there's 2 points separating them by the, quote, professional pickers. North Lincoln is 15. East Lincoln is 16. There's another battle showdown tonight between those Lincoln County teams. South Point is 18. North Gaston is 25. Huss is 26. And Ashbrook is hanging in there at 32, the last team in.
So they've got all four of those hanging in there real tight. We'll see what happens after tonight, though. Two of them's taking losses, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect the RPIs on that. Over in the you mentioned North and East. They're fighting right now for the third and fourth spot in the playoff, and who would have thought the defending state champs would be sitting here where they are right now? Luckily, West Iredale started off strong and floundered for them and didn't finish as strong as what they could have. That would have been a real wrench in that conference. So East and North have pulled away. They're sitting in the 3 and 4 spot. And they'll be battling tonight for that 3 seed out of the conference. They're both 4 and 2. However, East is 7-2 overall. North is 6 and 3. Hickory and Statesville both 6-0 in the conference. Hickory's undefeated 9-0 in the season. Statesville 7 and 2. What would you say North and East were on that RPI? 15 and 16 or something like that?
North Lincoln is 15. East Lincoln is 16.
Okay, so they got them right there on top of each other.
Neck and neck.
So don't forget other big games tonight. We want to mention, and these are big games for these schools, guys. St. Stephen's, Fred T. Ford, both teams 0-9 on the season. Somebody's going to come away with their first victory on the season. Remember, Ford hasn't won in a few years, so they're looking to break a longer streak than St. Stephen's are. Forest View and Kramer are winless in the conference. Kramer don't have a win on the season, so they're looking for their first win of the season. Maybe they can pull that off against Forest View tonight. East Burke and West Caldwell are both winless on the season. However, they are playing each other at West Caldwell tonight. West Caldwell don't have a win on the whole season. East Burke at least does have 2 victories this season, so it'll be West Caldwell looking for their first overall victory on the season. Patton 0-9 on the season. They're looking for their first victory. They will be at Hendersonville tonight, and that might be a tough one to pull off for them. 0-5 in the conference, 0-9 overall. Holly Tech, like I said tonight, they've got to host East Gas, and that would be extremely tough for them as well. 0-9 on the season. And then Winston-Salem Prep is 0-6 in the conference. Tonight they will be hosting. They'll be at Winston-Salem Carver. So both teams 1-8. They might have a chance to get their first conference victory tonight. So there's the teams that's had a tough season, but could still pull out a victory tonight, Shannon, on the last game of the season. If they do, I promise, guys, they'll never forget that. We got some big games tonight, though. Y'all ready for the top 10?
Mm-hmm.
The Powerball.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
I know, Shannon. It's got you there on the back of your sheet. For the folks listening on the radio, you can see it on the screen on YouTube. Sorry about that, but we'll do our best to describe what we're talking about. PowerPoint standings. You get points for victories. You lose points for losses. 1 point for a 1A victory, 2 for a 2A, 3 for a 3A, 4 for a 4A. If you lose to a 4A, you get none. You lose to a 3A, you lose 1. You lose to a 2A, you lose 2. You lose to a 1A, you lose 3. We have 40 teams in our area that we cover. I'm going to quickly, after a big drink of water, get through 26 through 40 before I hand it off to the guys here to go through some of the seasons, or some of through the rest of the teams. All right, so we got 40 Highland Tech, 39 Thomas Jefferson, 38 Patton, 37 West Caldwell, 36 Cherville, 35 Fred T. Ford, 34 St. Stephen's, 33 Kramer, 32 East Burke, 31 Bessemer City, 30 Hendersonville, 29 RS Central, 28 Newton Conover, 27 Forest View, and number 26 Polk County. All right, let me do this first row so you guys can kind of follow along real quick. All right, the top 25. Ashbrook's got 1 PowerPoint, 3 and 6 on the season. They're tied with Mountain Island, who has 1 PowerPoint as well. They win the tiebreaker at 6 and 3 for number 24. North Iredale is number 23 with 2 PowerPoints at 3 and 6. They lose the tiebreaker to East Rutherford, who's already finished their season at 5 and 5. They finished the season with 2 PowerPoints at number 22. And number 21, the Lincoln Wolves with 3 PowerPoints at 4 and 5 on the season. Shannon, 20 through 16.
All right, at number 20 with 5 PowerPoints at 6 and 3 on the season is the Chase Trojans. Number 19 with 6 PowerPoints, 4 and 5 on the season is Hunter Huss. And then the next 3, 18 through 16, are all tied with 7 power points. Number 18 is West Iredale at 5-4. And also North Gaston, same thing, 7 power points, 5-4. But West Iredale has given up more points at 218 and North Gaston at 185. And then Shelby is the final team there at 16 with 7 power points, 6-3 on the year, and giving up 157 points.
All right, Dennis, 15 through 11.
All right, number 15 is the South Point Red Raiders. They have 8 power points. They're 5-4, and they have given up 229 points all season. Number 14, the Community School of Davidson. They're 8 power points. Also, they're 8-1, but they've only given up 115 points all season. Therefore, they're higher ranked than South Point. And we have basically a tie with all these 13, 12, and 11s. They're all got 10 power points, Kevin. Bandy's is number 13 with 10 power points. Mm-hmm. They're 6-3, but they've given up 184 points. Maiden is number 12, 10 power points. They're 6-3, and they've given up 227 points. And then East Gaston is number 11 with 10 power points. They have a record of 7-2, and they've given up 171 power points.
Right. So East won the tiebreaker of those 3 teams at 7-2. Then Maiden and Bandy's are head-to-head. Maiden beat Bandy's, so that's why they get the 12 over the 13 on that spot. Let me scroll down to the top 10. Little change this week in the top 10. Burns at number 10 is number 11 with 11 power points, 7-2 overall. North Lincoln jumps up to number 9, 13 power points, 6-3 overall. Brevard number 14, 7-2 overall. At 14 power points at number 8. Sorry about that. Statesville, 17 power points, 7-2 overall. They're number 7. At number 6 in the power poll after dropping last week from number 5. West Lincoln, 17 power points, 8-1 overall. And they didn't so much as drop as East Lincoln jumped over them. East Lincoln is now the number 5 team in the power poll at 7-2 overall with 18 power points. Bunker Hill, that gives us Shannon and Dennis the last 4 undefeated teams on the season. Bunker Hill is at number 4 with 19 power points, 9-0 on the season, giving up 116 total points. Crest is number 3, 26 power points, 9-0, give up 184. They're tied with Kings Mountain at 9-0, 26 power points, but lose the tiebreaker on the defense. Kings Mountain is number 2. And Hickory with 27 power points on the season, 1 more than Kings Mountain and Crest at 9-0. They are still our number 1, basically until they get knocked off, and we'll see how far that goes, guys. So that sets us up for tonight. Let's get through the schedule, and then let me do the broadcast schedule on our Twitter, and then I'll let you guys do the rest, and we'll have to get to our first break here in just a second. All right, tonight, Cherville and Vesper City, Burns at Shelby, East Lincoln at North Lincoln, Crest and Kings Mountain, RS Central at Chase, and then we'll have highlights of Lincoln at West Lincoln, all on tonight on KTCBroadcasting.com. We'll be right back in just a few moments on KTC.
Classic Ford of Shelby is happy to sponsor the Council on Aging Car Show, Saturday, October 28th from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Plus, there will be a vendor fair, too. The car show vendor fair will be held, rain or shine, and certificates will be given to category winners. Car registration and vendor table fee is $15. For more information, call the Council on Aging at 704-482-3488. The Council on Aging Car Show Vendor Fair, Saturday, October 28th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Located at 100 T.R. Harris Drive in Shelby. Sponsored by Classic Ford of Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby. When you cast a vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner, you are voting for a dedicated and experienced leader with a proven history of providing strategic direction, operational management, best practices, and service excellence. He is a strong advocate for all public safety agencies. He is proficient in maximizing efficiency of county operations and resources. He's a champion of economic development and creation of jobs with almost 40 years of public service. On March 5th, 2024, cast your vote for Kevin Gordon for Cleveland County Commissioner. This announcement paid for by the committee to elect Kevin Gordon, Cleveland County Commissioner. We keep hearing Shelby needs a good steakhouse. Well, Shelby has one. It's the best kept secret in Shelby. It's a Creekside Seafood and Steak with all of your favorite cuts, ribeyes, New York strips, sirloin, filet, and more. Only choice or higher USDA beef. hand cut and cooked to your specifications. And don't forget about their fish plates. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's the Creekside Seafood and Steaks. 1025 Kaiser Street off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Open Wednesday through Saturday 8 till 8. Sunday lunch from 11 to 2:30. Like them on Facebook too. And now the Creekside Seafood and Steak has employment opportunities. If you live in a mobile home or maybe you own a mobile home park, either way, listen up. H&M Industries in Shelby now sells mobile home supplies. They have everything you need. Mobile home windows, mobile home doors, vinyl and more. And with H&M Industries, you get wholesale pricing. That's H&M Industries, located at 3931 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at hmiwindows.com and like them on Facebook too. Get your mobile home supplies today at H&M Industries.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. The electrical panel is the heart of your home's electrical system. Malfunctions can lead to hazards like fire or power outages, leaving your home at risk or in the dark altogether. Fixing it quickly will help keep you and your family safe. So trust our team of electrical experts at Mr. Sparky to get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
If you're a victim of the storms in around Cherryville last week and have downed limbs and trees, then you need to call Fisher's Tree Service. Fisher's Tree Service has been in business for over 10 years and has been voted the best tree service company in Cleveland County for the past 4 years. They pride themselves with professional work performed by tree service professionals. Their services include removal of downed trees, tree pruning, stump grinding, crane services, and more. Call Fisher's Tree Service now for an appointment. 704-692-4202 and like them on Facebook too. Tradition counts, and that's why for over 40 years, Oakey's Tire in Shelby has been serving this area with the best tire prices around. Chris and Ken Kniper carried on. The tradition started years ago by their dad, Oakey Knipe. And if it's round and it rolls, Oakey's Tire can help. And remember, they carry lawnmower, tractor, and trailer tires, along with inner tubes too. So for your next set of tires, make tradition count. See Oakey's Tire in Recappy, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby. Today, having choices at the end of life's journey is more important than ever. Choosing the proper way to honor a loved one is not an easy task. There are many emotional, personal, and spiritual issues to consider. Now, there is a new alternative to traditional burial and flame-based cremation. Fiddel's Aquamation is a water-based natural process that gently returns your loved one's remains to their natural ash form. Learn more at StameyTysigerFuneralHome.com or drop by their offices in Falston and in Cherryville. Haul it away with just one call to Hoard's Container and Hauling Services. Just call 704-466-6008 for a free quote. Dumpster services include new construction, spring cleaning, scrap metal, and they have long-term rentals for manufacturing plants or small businesses. Again, haul it away with just one call to Hoard's Container and Hauling Services. Again, call 704-466-6008 for your free quote. Serving Cleveland, Gaston, and the surrounding areas. Like them on Facebook, too. The automobile rates have never been better than now at Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency in Shelby. If you're in the market for automobile insurance, now is the time to see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance. Their mission is to help people manage the risk of everyday life and help you recover from the unexpected and realize your dreams. You'll find a friendly staff that will work hard for you and your insurance needs. From auto to home to property, life insurance, and more, see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency, 1671 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Online at reedlindsay.com.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Brought to you by Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby, North Carolina. We're going to start with our previews tonight, looking at the online previews here. I want to look at last year's matchups and things like that as we see how these teams look. We're going to start up in the mountains with Murphy and Cherokee. Last year, Murphy won 49 to 14. This year, the reason we're highlighting it tonight is where did I have them? One of them is ranked. I just lost it. Where did I have it? Cherokee. Where did you go?
You missed it. Go down middle row.
Oh, I did miss it. Are they on the right side?
Middle row.
Oh, middle row. There's 3
Right
rows.
there.
Okay. Number 7, Murphy against number 22, Cherokee tonight. Shannon, what you got?
You know, it's played at Cherokee, but still, you can't go wrong picking Murphy. And I just think they're going to be too physical. I think Murphy wins by 2 touchdowns at the Braves.
Dennis, you got anything on the Bulldogs and the Braves?
I'm looking to see if there's anything here. I don't believe that was included. Hold on a second. Yeah, Murphy is 6-3, and Cherokee is 5-4. They're both 1A schools, and they're picking Murphy by 18. And what was your score, Shannon?
I picked Murphy by 2 touchdowns by 14.
I think you're probably a little short. I believe Murphy's going to have 28, and Cherokee's going to have 7.
Swain County, number 3, at number 4, Robbinsville tonight. Swain County Maroon Devils are 9-0 at the Robbinsville Black Knights. I love the mountain teams and the eastern teams have a lot of cool nicknames, and everybody in the middle's got a lot of normal stuff. But we got some pretty cool nicknames out west. The Black Knights and the Maroon Devils play tonight. Shannon, what you got on this one?
Dennis, I'll let you take this one because I don't have anything on this.
Well, Swain County's 9-0. Robbinsville is 8-1. So, as we say, this is going to be one of them showdown games like we're getting everywhere tonight in every conference. And it's probably going to be a slobber knocker, but Robbinsville is at home, so they're favored by 4 in that one. Pick a score that you like, and Robbinsville wins by 4, probably something in the neighborhood of 36-32.
Seems like every year Robbinsville is always there at least above 500, with 1 or 2 losses, sometimes no losses. And yeah, again, playing at home, I think, they're right. I'll say, Robbinsville wins by, you said 4 was the thing? Yeah, I'll say that. That'll be fine.
Community School of Davidson, number 18. These rankings are according to Max Preps. 8-1 at 7-2. Pine Lake Prep last season in this matchup. Pine Lake Prep won. Where are they? Pine Lake Prep against Community. Did they not play? Oh, they labeled it weird. 28-10 was Community School of Davidson in this game last season.
Yeah, well, these two teams are similar in statistics in every category but one. Community School of Davidson's averaging 39, Pine Lake Prep's averaging 41, but Community School of Davidson's giving up 7 points less a game. And so the defense is the key, and that'll be the difference. I think Community School of Davidson wins. I've got a big 42-31.
Well, you're pretty well on target here. Community School of Davidson is 8-1. Pine Lake Prep is 7-2. And Community School of Davidson's favored by 15. And you had them by how many?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Add a couple more to that.
Couple more.
Shannon, I'm sorry. I'm sure you see it all the time. But your son has me cracking up.
I was wondering if you was laughing. Ain't no telling.
Just, he looks like some character off Home Alone 3 that Kevin runs into on the street somewhere.
Yeah.
He just come walking down the hall, just waddling around, looking around. Like, you awake? What's up, son? You all right?
He's the unspoken member of the Wet Bandits. That's who he is.
Yeah, that's who it is. He's the honorary member of the Wet Bandits. Do you have any idea who that is, CJ? The Wet Bandits. No. Yeah, off Home Alone. There you go. He's got a handful of water too, so he fit right in. No, he just cracked me up. He just because I knew it just woke up. He looked lost.
He's a teenager. That's what they all look
That's
like.
exactly. That's the best way I could describe it. That was awesome.
He was just imitating his favorite Miami Dolphins player.
Oh, that was so funny.
Waddle.
Was that what you were doing? Was the waddle? All right, Christ the King tonight hosts Bishop McGinnis. Bishop McGinnis, they won last year over Bishop McGinnis, 41-14 in this matchup. Shannon, what you got on this one?
Bishop McGinnis is averaging 25, giving up 24. Christ the King's averaging just 15 a game, giving up 25. I think Bishop McGinnis wins this one, and I think it'll be a close game. I got it 28-24.
Well, Bishop McGinnis is 5-4. Christ the King is 4-5, and the odds are that Bishop McGinnis will win by 2 points.
2 points.
All right, Winston Salem Prep 1-8, like we mentioned earlier, at 1-8. Winston Salem Carver. Let's see, last year in this matchup, I'll pull it up for you guys. Carver and Prep. Carver won by 8, 36-28.
Well, both teams are looking to end the season strong. The parents are probably looking just to end the season, period. Winston-Salem Prep, they're only averaging 3 points a game. They're giving up 38. And both teams, Dennis, are looking forward to basketball season. I've got Carver winning 14-9.
Okay, where are they playing at?
Carver.
At Carver.
Yep.
Well,
Winston-Salem is where they're playing at between these two teams.
Yeah. Gee, thanks, Kevin. Maybe they can get some Krispy Kremes after the game. Winston-Salem Prep is 1-8. Carver is 1-8. They're both 1A. Carver's favored by 16. I guess that's home court advantage there.
Mm-hmm. You got Carver?
I'll go with Carver, yeah. Got to give him a break.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Shannon, I'm going to let you go ahead and move over Mountain Island at Corvion, and then I'm going to let you move over to the middle section. I got to make a whole phone call real quick, but now you got Mountain Island Raptors tonight at Corvion Community Cardinals.
So Mountain Island comes in averaging 26. They're giving up 14. Corvion is averaging 30. They're giving up 22. Both these two teams can put points on the board. They're both above 500. But I like Mountain Island Charter on the road to win, and I've got them winning big, 45-14.
Well, I got some bad news for you. Mountain Island Charter is 6-3, and Corwin Community is 5-4. But Corvion is favored by 2 points, so I don't know exactly what the score is going to be. If you go by this prediction, Corvion wins. But I'm like you. I think Mountain Island Charter is probably the better team, and I'm going to go with them winning this game by a score of 24-21.
All right. So the next game will be North Buncombe. They will be traveling to Asheville to take on Asheville Irwin.
Yep.
And North Buncombe's averaging 19. They're giving up 36 a game. Irwin's averaging 22. They're giving up 29 points a game. Both these teams have losing records on the season overall. But you got to go with the home team here. I think Irwin wins at home by 11, 35-24.
Well, they're both 3-6, as you pointed out. They're both 3A schools. They're playing at Irvin. Irvin's favored by 29, so pick a score and put it in accordingly. So I'm not sure that they're going to score a lot of points. So I would say somewhere in the mid-30s for Irvin and somewhere in the 20s for the other team there.
North Buncombe.
North Buncombe, yeah.
All right, Inca Jets. They will be traveling up the road a little bit to Asheville, take on the Cougars. Inca is averaging 16 points. They're giving up 39 points a game. Asheville is they're struggling this year. They're averaging 25 a game, but they're giving up 28. Dennis, I think Asheville wins at home, and I think it'll be because this will be a game that could propel them into the playoffs. I don't know their overall record, their conference record. But a game like this, you want to finish 500, at least give your chance a shot, and give your kids a shot to get into the playoffs. So I've got Asheville winning 35-17.
Well, Inca is 3-6. Asheville is 4-5. They're playing at Asheville, and Asheville's favored by 43.
Oh, wow.
So I would suggest that may be a little strong. I think the game will be closer. I think you can look at this about like Asheville 34 and Inca 28.
All right, McDowell, the Titans will be traveling also up to Asheville. They'll be taking on AC Reynolds. McDowell's averaging 23 points a game. They're giving up 38 a game. AC Reynolds averaging 33. They're giving up 14. And Dennis, AC should win this one easily. In a blowout, I got it 56-10 over McDowell.
You're pretty close. McDowell is 2-7. They are a 4A team, by the way. AC Reynolds is a 3A team, but Reynolds is favored by 51. So whatever you want to pick there, I think would fit the score on that one.
Okay. All right, these next three games, Dennis, I'm going to let you start all three of them because I don't have anything on these. Avery County will be traveling up to Mitchell County to take on the Mitchell Mountaineers.
Okay, let's see what we got with Avery here. Avery County is 4-5. Both these are 1A schools.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell is 7-2. I would think that favors Mitchell, and Mitchell is favored by 29 points. So I think Avery County, which beat Cherryville first game of the year, I would say Avery County 7 and Mitchell County 28.
Okay. All right. So, Mitchell's normally strong up front. I think they'll win this one easily as well. Madison, the Patriots, will be traveling to Swannanoa to take on the Owen Warhorses. And both these two teams, Dennis, are familiar names with local teams from around here playing them in the playoffs in years past. So what you got on these two?
Well, Madison's got a 2-7 record. They're a 2A team. And Owen, also a 2A team, is only 1-8. So I guess you'd have to say Madison is the superior team, and they're favored by 12 in that one. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be like 24-12.
Yeah, that's one of these games, like, you feel bad for the, well, I say you feel bad. You know the kids are trying hard.
Yeah.
And they do want to finish strong. But, again, mountain teams like that, they're looking forward to basketball. That's where their bread and butter lies, and that's where they're going to be strongest probably this winter. So, the final or the last game in this column, the Drone Wildcats will be also traveling to, I guess, Mitchell County, play on the Mountain Heritage Cougars. And this could be an interesting ball game. What you got on these two?
Okay, Drone is 8-1. They're a 1A school. Mountain Heritage is 7-2, a 1A school. And believe it or not, it's rated even between them. So the question is, which one of these do you like? Drone's got a better record. Mountain Heritage has played it at home. I understand why they're calling it even. I'm going to go with Mountain Heritage because they're at home, and the score would be like 14-12.
Well, I'm going to take Drone in this one. They got a quarterback, Tillery, I think is his last name, and he's a very good quarterback, and I think that speed factor going up to play Mountain Heritage, that they'll have a hard time to handle him. I think Drone wins this one. I'm going to say 35-14.
Okay.
Drone over Mountain Heritage. All right, so we'll move right along here. Dennis, we'll do High Brighton. And the High Brighton Panthers, they will be traveling to South Caldwell. And High Brighton is averaging 24 points a game. They're giving up 33. South Caldwell, after a strong start in the season, they're averaging 23, but they're giving up 30 a game. These two teams are very similar, but you got to go with the home team in games like this. I like South Caldwell 35-21.
Well, High Brighton is 4-5. And South Caldwell is 3-6. High Brighton is favored by 12. I think this game is going to turn out to be something like 14-28.
Okay.
And rather than go with South Caldwell, I'm going to go with High Brighton.
All right, High Brighton on the road. Ashe County will be going up to Watauga. This will be a great game. Even with the loss, Watauga they've secured the number one seed out of this conference. They're averaging 44 points a game, and they're giving up 22. Sounds like a lot of the local teams around here, big offense, and just enough to get you by it doesn't matter what the other team score. You just outscore them to win.
How many did you say they were averaging?
44, giving up 22.
Last year they scored 55 and 56 against Ashe County. Ashe County scored 21 and 28 against Watauga.
Yeah, so Ashe County's averaging 33. They're giving up 22. Watauga's a tough team, especially at home. I got them winning 49-10 over Ashe County.
Well, Ashe County's 6-3. Watauga is 9-0, and they're favored by 33 points. So, what do you want in this one? I'm taking that Ashe County will have 14 and Watauga will have 42.
Okay. All right. Freedom Patriots. They will be going to Alexander Central to take on the Cougars. And after a bumpy start, if I heard right, Kevin, last week Freedom has secured a playoff spot. Is that right?
What's the record? I don't.
Well, I think they're aren't they the only team in that conference or something? That's off. I shouldn't say it like that, but the only 3A team in the conference or 2A team.
I'll tell you
in the
after
conference.
I say this. Last year, Freedom won 26-14 in this matchups. In the conference, let's see, full standings. Watauga, High Brighton, Alexander Central, Freedom, Ashe County, South Caldwell. I'm not sure which ones. I don't have my sheet right in front of me.
Scroll
which
up
ones
and
are
see
3A?
if that's a 3A, 4A conference.
It is.
Yeah, so
I don't know which ones are 3As and 4As.
I think Freedom, because the rest, I don't know. It don't matter. Anyway,
Freedom is 3A.
High Brighton's not 4A, so Freedom and High Brighton are 3s.
okay. All right. So
At least
anyway,
those two are.
Okay, I thought did they have the?
They probably did secure their playoff.
They have. Hey, Freedom's legit. They're averaging 30, giving up 29. But the thing about Alexander Central, they've struggled a lot this year, and I think they'll continue to do so tonight. I think Coach Hahn will take Freedom up there and win 20-13 on the road.
Well, Freedom is 3-6 as a 3A team. Alexander Central is 4-5 as a 4A team. Alexander's favored by 9 points, although Freedom had a burst last week and played extremely well. I'm going to go with Freedom. Not one of my favorite teams, but Freedom, I'm going to pick them to win somewhere in the range of 32-28.
All right. Another great ball game here up in the high country will be Pisgah going to North Henderson. And Pisgah's averaging 30. They're giving up 12. North Henderson averaging 33. They're just giving up 18. And this is a boat. They have even records. This is going to be a great game. But I like Pisgah on the road, 35-21 over North Henderson.
Well, they're both 7-2. They're equal in their record. Pisgah's favored by 8. Although North Henderson is the home team, I'm like you, Shannon. I'm going to go with the Pisgah Bears to win this game tonight. I'm going to say 38-30.
Okay. All right, West Henderson. They will be going to Tuscola, take on the Mountaineers. Normally this game will be off, or excuse me, this is for all the marbles, but or this game should be, but Tuscola, they've stumbled this year. West Henderson comes in averaging 44. They're just giving up 9 points a game. Tuscola is averaging 30. They're giving up 23 a game. I don't think West Henderson will have a problem in this one. I got them winning 49-28.
Well, West Henderson is 9-0. Tuscola is 5-4. And West Henderson is favored by 27. So here again, fill in the numbers of what you like. I'm going to go West Henderson 44 and Tuscola 28.
All right.
All right, well, it's time to take a break now here on KTC Broadcasting. Witherspoon Insurance and Shelby pregame show. When we come back, we're going to do all of our local games and all of our broadcasts here in our area. And as we wind down the show and get ready for the last game of the regular season here on KTCBroadcasting.com.
With CF Moto, you have the power to conquer more. From rocky creek beds to colossal mud pits to wooded mountainsides, CF Moto high-performance vehicles rip through the toughest terrain with ease. Outfitted with custom-designed liquid-cooled 4-stroke engines and an unmatched assortment of standard features, the CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides do more than crush trailheads. Whether you're looking for the ultimate adrenaline rush or a heavy-duty machine, you can take on anything with CF Moto. Available at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Laurel.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano, and if you're looking for affordable, quality equipment, James River delivers.
Whether you're mowing your lawn, hauling material, or baling hay, James River has the John Deere mowers, tractors, Gator utility vehicles, and implements you need to get it done fast. Plus, with low-rate financing and big cash rebates, James River makes owning a John Deere just as easy as it is to operate. Request a quote online at jamesriverequipment.com.
James River delivers affordable quality.
Head to the hills to the Grandview Campground and RV Park. It's a 56-acre property located in the beautiful foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains on Highway 226 in Kaiser. The campground is right next to the gorgeous First Broad River. Enjoy the mountain creek that crosses the property. It's a family-friendly atmosphere with a list of amenities and activities. Visit their website at grandview.camp and like them on Facebook too. Open year-round.
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's Jennifer here from Wright's Jewelry in Boston. We are your #1 shop for all of your jewelry and gift-giving needs. Our showcases are full of classic and fashion-forward designs. I do have to say they're pretty incredible as I pick them out myself. Don't forget to come see me for all of your custom designs and engagement ring needs. Visit us, 4911 Falston Road, Falston. Shop us 24/7 online and follow us on social media, Wright's Jewelry Store.
Classic Ford of Shelby is happy to sponsor the Council on Aging Car Show, Saturday, October 28th from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Plus, there will be a vendor fair, too. The car show vendor fair will be held, rain or shine, and certificates will be given to category winners. Car registration and vendor table fee is $15. For more information, call the Council on Aging at 704-482-3488. The Council on Aging Car Show Vendor Fair, Saturday, October 28th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Located at 100 T.R. Harris Drive in Shelby. Sponsored by Classic Ford of Shelby. Online at classicfordofshelby.com, 1775 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
Since 1986, Witherspoon Insurance Agency in Shelby has been serving families across Shelby and Cleveland County. And today, Wayne Witherspoon continues the tradition of bringing you the best insurance at the best possible price. With names like The Hartford, Safeco, Progressive, National General, and Travelers. Drop by the office today at 125 North Lafayette Street in Shelby and talk with one of their friendly hometown agents. Witherspoon Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agency since 1986.
Wet basement, wet crawl space, mold or mildew, Neeline Coal, moisture and water control can help. Let them control the moisture in your home to keep it safe from fungal growth, mold colonization, and its destruction. Neeline Coal, proudly serving the Carolinas. Call Neeline Coal today at 704-434-9411 extension 2 for your free estimate. That's Neeline Coal, moisture and water control.
This is the way we wash our clothes, wash our clothes, wash our clothes.
The spin cycle is on, and the prices have been slashed on famous Frigidaire scratch and dented dishwashers at Indoor Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. The warehouse is full of them, and they are now on sale. Prices starting at $229 and up, and they all come with a full manufacturer's warranty. Spin on in, get a great deal today on a new Frigidaire dishwasher starting at $229 at Indoor Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up. Future Energy Company in Shelby is celebrating 40 years of giving you the fire that you desire. Yes, it's their 40th anniversary. Come on in now at Future Energy Company in Shelby and get ready for winter. Check out their line of wood stoves and gas logs. And get ready for the big game with a Big Green Egg or Green Mountain Pellet Grill, along with all of your favorite rubs and sauces. Get the fire you desire at Future Energy Company, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby. Online at futureenergyco.com. Like them on Facebook too. Shelby's CarQuest Parts Store is Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, locally owned and operated. See Charles and Beth Cabinets, Lathan Queen, and Lisa McKinney for all of your auto parts needs. And Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest is your hydraulic hose headquarters. Also fittings to custom-made hoses. They want to help you with all of your automotive parts needs. Shelby Auto Plus CarQuest, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby. Give them a call today at 704-482-2468, your CarQuest Auto Parts Store. Smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby. Dr. Stroud, Wilson, Thompson, and McMurray invite you in for all of your dental needs. From preventive care to cosmetic dentistry, from crowns and bridges to root canals and implants. For your appointment, call 704-482-3281 or visit the website at shelbydentist.net. Yes, smiles are the specialty at Family Dentistry in Shelby, located at 416 West Warren Street. Kids love them. Hey, and you will too.
Hey, welcome back to the post-game show brought to you by Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby. I'm on the wrong, there we go, scoreboard. Ha! for the people trying to watch us online. Welcome to the show every Friday night, folks. You can watch our shows in-house here on ktcbroadcasting.com. And we thank you for tuning in live here on YouTube, KTC Broadcasting YouTube channel. Now, how do you listen to our games tonight, folks? People calling, people want to listen, people texting, emailing, and whatnot. Cherville Ironman at Bessemer City tonight is on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 AM. You can, and also ktcbroadcasting.com. All the games, if you go to ktcbroadcasting.com, you can find a link to listen to each game. Burns Bulldogs is at Shelby Golden Lions tonight. That is on YouTube, the Burns Bulldogs YouTube channel. That is audio only. Shelby would not allow video. Repeat, Shelby would not allow video tonight. So Burns is an audio only broadcast. So audio only broadcast for you Burns Bulldogs fans. So don't look, if you don't see the video, it's not broke or anything. Shelby is not allowing the video tonight at Shelby. East Lincoln is at North Lincoln tonight. YouTube audio as well up there. Our Lincoln County game of the week with David Potter and Scott Tudor. You can listen to that game, lincolncounty.com, ktcbroadcasting.com, YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search East Lincoln, North Lincoln, should be able to find it. Burns, I forgot to mention the broadcasters for the other ones. Burns and Shelby is Tom Sinfani, Jeff Jones, and Matt Royster. Cherville and Bessemer City is Danny Aker and Ken Link sitting outside tonight, enjoying the weather over there at Bessemer City. Crest of Kings Mountain tonight on WHS 21.5 FM with Brent Pasco and Rob Roop. That game also on ktcbroadcasting.com, WHS 21.5 FM, 1390 AM. On Waggy tonight, Thomas Jefferson and East Rivers are ended their season, so RS Central and Chase face off tonight, 107.5 FM, 1320 AM, Paul Foster and Jonathan Bland with that, and then we'll have highlights from Lincoln and West Lincoln as well as all those teams we just mentioned right there. All right, let's start picking some more games. How about West Iredell? We'll go over to North Iredell tonight in a big Iredell County matchup. And I'm going to pull up what they did last year here in just a sec. Zach, if you'll flip through and try to find notes on this, he should have notes on those. Just kind of glance over anything you see. You can find it. But tonight, West Iredell comes in the game 5-4 against 3-6 North Iredell. It says they're playing at 6:30, so they're about to kick off in 2 minutes. For anyone wondering about that one, last season these two teams faced off. West Iredell won 34-27 in this matchup. So Zach, who you got in this matchup?
I think West Iredell probably take the win on this one. I'm gonna give them 24-17. Got written down here on this that both teams are 2-4 in conference play. One's 5-4, the other one's 3-6. So give me West Iredell with a 5-4 record to win at 24-17.
Dennis, who you got in this matchup?
Well, as Zach said, these teams are pretty closely aligned, and North Iredell is playing at home, so they get the home field advantage, and they're favored by 1 point.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're close. Whether they can put points on the board, I think is the question. I think this is going to turn out like a 24-21 game, and I'm going to go with the home team here, North Iredell.
Last season, Statesville beat Hickory 20-14. This season, Hickory's undefeated at 9-0. Statesville 7-2. Zachary, in this big matchup for first place in the conference, though, because Statesville hasn't lost in the conference actually. Who you got?
I got Hickory. We talked about this after Hickory beat East Lincoln earlier in the year, that the one that might be standing in their way is Statesville. I don't think Statesville can stop them. Give me Hickory 31-21.
Dennis, you got Red Tornadoes or the Greyhounds in this matchup?
Well, Hickory is 9-0, one of those teams, and you have them number one in the poll, Kevin, because of the level of the competition they played. Statesville 7-2. Hickory's favored by 2 touchdowns in this one, and so I think this is going to be a game that Hickory is going to continue on, even though they're playing in Statesville. And I think it's going to be a little closer because they're playing in Statesville. I'm going with Hickory 34, Statesville 28.
All right. Last year, St. Stephen's beat Ford 50-21 at home. This year, the teams match up 0-9.
0-9. It's the battle of the
versus
0-9s.
0-9. So, Zach,
you know,
Indians or Tigers in this matchup?
We talked about this. This is going to be a big game for all these teams that's got the O records.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Ford to win at home tonight. Let's go 21-14.
Zach picks the Tigers to get off the couple-year snide. Dennis?
Well, they're both 0-9. Even though they're playing at Ford, Zach, I think you're on the right track. Well, how are they rated? Even. So home field advantage to Ford. I'm going with Ford at 2-0.
That would be awesome if that score would hold. That would be great.
1-8 Forest View is at 0-9 Kramer. Last season, Forest View won 35-21. Can Kramer get their first win of the season this year, Zach? Does the Storm
No, I don't
rage tonight?
I don't believe so. I think Forest View gets this win. I'm going to give them let's give Forest View 14. Let's give Kramer 7.
Dennis?
Well, you've got Forest View at 1-8 and Kramer at 0-9. Like I said, ho-hum. Excuse me. Forest View, I don't know how, but they're favored by 15, Zach.
Ooh.
So that would blow your score apart.
It would.
But I'm thinking your score is probably going to be closer to what the final result is. I think it's going to be something along the lines, and let's just mix it up a little bit and make it 14-12.
Funny thing is, Forest View's averaging 14 on the year, and Kramer's averaging 6.
Victory Bell painted green last season. Ashbrook won 21-12 over the Huskies. This year they come into the game at Hunter Huss this season. Ashbrook is 3-6 and Huss 4-5. Zach?
Hunter Huss has played good in certain games this year. I'm going to definitely give Hunter Huss this win. I'm going to give him the win. Let's go 35-20.
Dennis?
Ashbrook 3-6, Hunter Huss 4-5, but it's a rivalry game. It's for the whatever in Gastonia you can get. I don't know if they have a bell or a trash can or what they fight for over there. Huss is favored by 6. I don't know if Ashbrook can score much more than that, so I'm going to give Ashbrook 6 and Hunter Huss 12.
South Point at North Gaston tonight. Both teams at 5-4 on the season. They're both teams, of course, 3-3 in the conference. We talked about that earlier. Last season in this matchup, South Point easily squeaked by 55-0. Dennis, what you got?
Squeaked by South Point.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a second. Turn my page here.
Zach?
South Point, North Gaston has a much improved team this year than they did last year. I don't think they win this game. I think they actually be a little competitive. I'm going to give it 30 for South Point, and I'm going to give 20 for North Gaston. South Point wins.
Okay. I think you're probably on the right track, Zach. This is not your first rodeo, and you know what South Point brings to the party. And I think North Gaston 5-4 at South Point 5-4 is not an even competition, even though they have the same record. South Point's experience, their strength, the way they play the game. South Point's favored by 20. I'm going to have to go with North Gaston 14, South Point 34.
All right. East Gaston and Highland Tech. Zach, who you got?
East Gaston.
Dennis?
East Gaston. Come on, guys.
No. He's taking the Rambling Wreck. All right. Polk County at Brevard. Last year, Brevard won 31-27 over the Polk County Wolverines. This year, Brevard gets the Wolverines at home. Brevard looking to hold on and to that conference championship up there. Zachary, who you got in this one?
Brevard 7-2. I'm going with Brevard to win 35-17.
Well, Polk County's 4-5, Brevard's 7-2. Polk County's 1A, Brevard is a 2A. Brevard is favored by 35 points. I could see this maybe being Polk County getting 10 points, which means Brevard's going to be about 42.
All right, Patton's at Hendersonville tonight. Hendersonville won last year 34-8. Patton's winless on the season. Zach, does Patton get their first win tonight?
No.
Any score there, Zach?
Let's do a repeat, 34-7.
All right, Dennis?
Well, of course, Patton is 0-9. Hendersonville 3-6. But Hendersonville is the better team. They're favored by 43.
I wasn't too off on my score then.
You're pretty good on that, Zach. I'll give you credit for that. And I think it's not going to be quite that much tonight, but I think Patton still takes the defeat. Hendersonville takes the win. Their only thing is, can they trip over their own feet and get into the end goal? So I would say that Hendersonville 34 and Patton 3.
There's going to be some purple on the field tonight as the Red Devils mix with the Blue Devils. Newton Conover at Maiden tonight. Last season, Maiden won 47-13. Zachary, does the Red Devils overcome the Blue Devils?
No, Maiden's not quite as good as they were last year, but I still think they hold serve. I think they're going to win. Let's give them 49, and let's give Newton Conover 21.
Dennis, Red Devils and Blue Devils.
Well, Newton Conover's 3-6. Maiden is 6-3. Therein lies the tale, as Zach pointed out. Maiden is going to win this one. I think it's going to be something like 14 for Newton Conover and 28 for Maiden.
All right. Bunker Hill at Bandy's tonight. Bunker Hill won last year, 37-14. Looking to go undefeated. I don't know the first time since whenever or if ever. Bunker Hill looking to finish off an undefeated 10-0 season tonight at Bandy's. Here, Zachary, 37-14 last year. Do they finish the season as an undefeated Bear?
This is going to be this is a rivalry game. It's going to be a competitive game. I'm going to give Bunker Hill to win this game, 28-24 over the Bandy's Trojans.
Well, Bunker Hill is 9-0, as you pointed out. Bandy's is 6-3. They're playing at Bandy's, but Bunker Hill's favored by 17, and we'll see. Maybe that home field advantage is as big as you declare. I don't think so. I think Bunker Hill is going to have 38, and Bandy's is going to have 14.
East Burke at West Caldwell. Last year, East Burke won 42-27, and West Caldwell looking to get a win again, get their first win again. They didn't have a win last year either. Zachary, who you got in this one?
Give me East Burke winning that game, 20-14.
Dennis?
Well, East Burke's at 2-7. West Caldwell's at 0-9. I'm going to agree with you, Zach, that East Burke, I think, is the better team. They're favored by 26.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be something like 10-32 in favor of East Burke.
You got a 26-point spread on a 2-win team.
Yeah.
All right.
What does that tell you about the defense?
Finally, before our next break, Lincoln at West Lincoln last year went to 2 overtimes, and West Lincoln won 49-48, double overtime. West Lincoln looking to get the second seed in this conference. Lincoln looking to get a part of the second seed. If not, they'll get it if Maiden loses. But if they win and Maiden wins, it'll be a 3-way tie. Zachary, Lincoln and Wolves or the West Lincoln Rebels?
If Bost was healthy, I've heard he's got a torn or a hurt.
We don't want to say hurt.
But, I think he's hurt. So if Bost was healthy, I would say they were going to win. They're going to be having a sophomore quarterback in, I've heard.
A hurt arm.
Hurt
right?
arm, yep. It's the arm.
We've been told he may have a hurt arm, so we don't know
so
exactly.
He's going to be in the lineup. So I think West Lincoln wins the game. I'm going to say West Lincoln's going to win this game 42 and Lincoln 28.
All right, Dennis.
Well, Lincolnton at 4-5, but you heard the news from Kevin. There's an injury there. The gentleman's still going to play, and he'll be very effective for Lincolnton. I wish he was at full speed. We'd see a better game.
He'll be at full speed.
Yeah, right.
He just won't be throwing the ball.
Maybe, yeah.
Well,
he can fly.
Terry
He can fly.
Reinhardt will be at full speed, which means the West Lincoln Rebels that are 8-1 are favored by 11, but I think that's going to change. I think that's going to be something like 10 for Lincolnton and 31 for West Lincoln.
Ooh. All right, we'll be right back on the Witherspoon Insurance pregame show on KDCBroadcasting.com.
It's this Saturday, October 28th, from 10 a.m. until the grand opening of the all-new Possum Hollow Produce and Eggs, located at 822 Pleasant Drive in Shelby. Come check it out, and there will be free hot dogs for the first 100 customers. You'll find antiques, refinished furniture, home decor, candles, Halloween, fall, and Christmas decorations. Also wreaths, bows, garden flags, barn quilts, and annual goods grown right on the farm. Plus homemade goat milk soap, beeswax lotion, and fresh free-range eggs from their chickens. The grand opening this Saturday of the all-new Possum Hollow Produce and Eggs, 822 Pleasant Drive in Shelby. Ram Power Days are underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. It's prime time for exclusive deals. Power Days are here. Now get $1,500 bonus cash on all new 2023 Ram 2500 and 3500 models. But that's not all. Now get $4,000 consumer cash on most new 2023 Ram 1500 models. Don't miss Ram Power Days. Underway now at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
There's some new vehicles on the lot at Family Auto in Shelby. Come check them out. Like a 2015 Kia Sedona van, sale priced at $9,200. Also a 2015 Ford Expedition EL priced at $11,195. Check out a 2013 Ford Expedition loaded and sale priced at $11,195. And a John Deere 245 zero-turn mower with a 48 and 54-inch deck for $2,000. At Family Auto, 220 Huey Church Road off Highway 74 bypass East in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall. Online at FamilyAuto.com.
In Bowling Springs and Shelby, Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance has a long tradition of meeting the insurance needs of its customers decade after decade. Maxwell B. Hamrick continues offering you the best policy possible by only the best insurers that are proven and trusted. Make sure to ask about the companies they work with when you talk with one of their certified agents. Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance, 116 North Main Street, Bowling Springs, 719 South Lafayette Street in Shelby, as well as online at mbhamrickins.com.
Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks, with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
Join us for our live Sunday morning worship services on WHS. It's the Sunday morning worship service from Calvary Baptist Church in Shelby, and on WCSL, it's the Sunday morning worship service from First Baptist Church in Cherryville.
This is the way we wash our clothes, wash our clothes, wash our clothes.
The spin cycle is on, and the price has been slashed on famous Frigidaire scratch and dented dishwashers at Indoor Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. The warehouse is full of them, and they are now on sale. Prices starting at $229 and up, and they all come with a full manufacturer's warranty. Spin on in, get a great deal today on a new Frigidaire dishwasher starting at $229 at Indoor Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for a touchdown of comfort? It's game day, and the team to trust for all your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning needs is Settle Heating and Air. For over 25 years, Settle Heating and Air has been the MVP of HVAC services, providing quality solutions to homes and businesses since 1998. So whether you're cheering on your team at the game or relaxing at home, trust Settle Heated and Air to keep you comfortable year-round. Settle Heating and Air, your comfort champions. Head over to settlehvac.com and call today to experience the winning difference. Willis Flooring of Shelby has moved, but not far. They've moved next door to a big, spacious 6,000 square foot showroom. Same building, same address, just a bigger, better space. Check out the lines of nationally known flooring products, hardwoods, laminates, sheet vinyl, vinyl plank, and Core-Tech flooring. Also carpet by Mohawk, Shaw and more. And one of the largest selections of tile in this area. Willis Flooring, 2247 Suite 2, Kings Road in Shelby. Call 980-404-0065 and like them on Facebook too.
Hey, Bulldog fans, it's Jennifer here from Wright's Jewelry in Boston. We are your #1 shop for all of your jewelry and gift-giving needs. Our showcases are full of classic and fashion-forward designs. I do have to say they're pretty incredible as I pick them out myself. Don't forget to come see me for all of your custom designs and engagement ring needs. Visit us, 4911 Falston Road, Falston. Shop us 24/7 online and follow us on social media, Wright's Jewelry Store.
If you're not bundling your insurance with Allstate, you might have fear of missing out, or FOMO.
You're too old to say FOMO.
But people who don't bundle their auto and home with Allstate...
No, FOMO's about fun stuff, not insurance.
But what if people use the money they save to pay for that fun stuff?
Okay, fine.
Your local Allstate agent is Damon Scott. Give him a call at 704-484-3463.
Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
All right, welcome to the postgame show. Pregame show. I'm all ready to go, Dennis. Brought to you by Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby. We're about to get live here at the stadiums. We're about to start Lincoln County broadcast here at any moment. We got a few games to predict and go over. RS Central is at Chase tonight. I'm gonna get on over to that. Chase, of course, last year having a really big season. This year, not so much. And RS Central, not so much as either. So Chase 6-3, RS Central 3-6 last year in this matchup. Chase won 49-8. Dennis. So what you got on this one?
Well, I got to find it first. Chase at RS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chase. Well,
Shannon has RS averaging 25 a game, giving up 37, and Chase is averaging 38, giving up 24. Trojans need a win tonight, stay in a positive spot in the playoffs.
Well, they seem to have left that game off of my list here, but I do have another thing I can resort to here, Kevin. Let's see what we come up with. I'm sorry to take so long. Too much paperwork here.
You on the fence about this one?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to give justice to the people who are. So, RS and Chase. I'm going with Chase in this one. And I think throwing all the experts aside, and this is just my gut reaction, Chase is going to win this game tonight by a score of 34-14 over RS.
All right. Last season, North Lincoln and East Lincoln faced off like they do at the end of the season, but North Lincoln won 28-7 in their march to a state championship, going undefeated. This year they come in the game 7-2. North Lincoln 6-3. That game is our Lincoln County game of the week. Dennis, what you got on this one?
Well, you've got the defending state champs, East Lincoln, at 7-2. You got the North Lincoln Knights at 6-3. You'd think, all things considered in history, that I would pick East Lincoln. But no, I'm going to be contrary. I'm going to pick the North Lincoln Knights to win this game. I'm going to pick them to win it 21-14.
21-14, North Lincoln. All right. Shannon says the key will be can North Lincoln control the line of scrimmage and the time of possession in this game will be key in this one. All right, next game, the Crest Chargers are at the Kings Mountain Mountaineers. This is like you said, the 1 and 2 in the RPIs. Last year, I believe Kings Mountain won, didn't they, Dennis?
I think in the final they did.
What you got on this one on your notes over there?
Well, I'm not sure. This is the game that everybody's been looking for all year. They've been waiting for this game since the first schedule time it came out. Looking at that, everybody thought, okay, this is going to be a showdown. Both teams are probably going through this schedule. They figured that Crest would be at a disadvantage because who did they open up with? Gaffney. And Crest really pulled that one out. That set the table for both teams coming into this final conference championship confrontation at 9-0. We got the defense of Kings Mountain, which is very, very good, against the offense of Crest, which is very, very good. Now, the Kings Mountain people tell you that they can't score on their defense. The people at Crest will tell you they can score on anybody. I'm picking, and I know I've got the cap on, Crest to win tonight. They're favored by 2 points. However, Kevin, Crest is going to win this game tonight 32-24.
I thought you was going to say a little bit more points for both teams, maybe.
No, their defense is very good. I'm giving them credit for that. And the time of possession will be the key to this game. If Crest would score 40 or 50 or 60 points, but Kings Mountain's going to play a slow, methodical game to keep the ball away from Crest.
I was waiting on Zach to maybe get back down here and give us his score on that one in just a moment. All right, so we had East Lincoln, North Lincoln. Then we got Burns and Shelby. Last year, Burns beat them twice. In the second one, 42-0. Just a totally shocker. And what everybody will remember, Dennis, and forever will be the clock game. So Burns put the running clock on the Shelby going lines, and Steve DeGree said Friday night still got a bad taste in their mouth about that one.
That was last year,
and so they got a big game tonight. We've got this game tonight, folks. If you want to listen to the game, it'll be on the Burns Bulldogs channel. No video tonight again. No video. Shelby would not allow video tonight, so you can listen to that game on YouTube. Go to Burns Bulldogs channel on YouTube. If you can't find it, go to KDC Broadcasting on our Facebook, Twitter, and our website for links to that. So, Dennis, what you got in the Bulldogs and the Golden Lions in this one?
Well, if I had predicted this game at the first of the year, I would said Burns is a much better team than Shelby, who started off trying to find their way through a very difficult schedule. Burns has got a 7-2 record. Shelby's got a 6-3 record, which is not real good for Shelby. The one thing you can always count on with Shelby is they get better as the year goes along. If you don't believe me, just ask Steve DeGree. He'll tell you that. Shelby is favored by only 4 points in this game. Crest was actually only favored by 2 in their game with Kings Mountain. I think what you're going to see tonight is the overall team speed of Shelby win this game tonight. And it's going to be by a score of 28-21.
So you've got Shelby and Crest tonight with the victories, correct?
Yeah, I'm sure people will let me know if we're wrong.
All right, that sets up finally Cherville and Bessemer City night on WCSL 92.9 FM. If you're listening there, Shannon did have his scores on there. He had Crest 35, Kings Mountain 31, Shelby 42, Burns 38 on that one. He's got Bessemer City 49-14 over Cherville on this one. The game is at Bessemer. Bessemer had a pretty decent season. We'll see, like you said, in these rivalry games, and the coaches know exactly what the other team does. It makes things a little bit different, Dennis. So what's your news and notes on this matchup? I've got a couple of things. That's Burns. Anthony Smith is averaging 134 yards rushing for the Yellow Jackets. So the Ironman averaging 18 points, giving up 44. Bessemer's averaging 28, giving up 25. Dennis.
Well, Cherryville's 2-7, Bessemer City's 4-5, but you mentioned it is a rivalry game. In this situation tonight, they're playing at Bessemer City. I'm going to go with Bessemer City. They're favored by 24 points, Kevin. And I think the score is going to be something in the neighborhood of 34-10 in favor of Bessemer City.
All right, Zach, I know you just joined us. Yeah, you can.
Oh, sorry, I'm listening. Yeah,
you
turn
were
myself
definitely
on.
listening.
Yeah,
Talk to us. Real quick, give us your predictions on these final 6 on our broadcast. Lincoln at West Lincoln, what's your score?
42-28 West Lincoln at home.
RS Central at Chase.
Chase Trojans, I'm going to give them 42. Let's give RS Central 21.
Crest at Kings Mountain.
Ooh, big game of the week. Let's go. Kings Mountain. Let's go with Kings Mountain winning today. Let's give them 35 and Crest Chargers 28. Sorry, Dennis, don't knock me off my chair.
East Lincoln at North Lincoln.
I'm going to give North Lincoln the win tonight. Let's give North Lincoln the win at home 35-28.
Burns at Shelby.
I'm going with my heart on this one. I'm sorry, Steve, when you come in tonight, but I'm going with the Burns Bulldogs. Not repeating last year, but Burns Bulldogs winning 42, Shelby 35.
So we have a little difference here, Zach, in that I picked Shelby and I picked Crest.
Oh.
But tell me, can the Kings Mountain offense score many points?
I don't know. But Crest gives up a lot, so that's the reason I give them that.
But they also score a lot.
Cherryville at Bessemer City tonight, Zach.
I'm going to go with Bessemer City winning 42, Cherryville 14.
Yeah, we're close.
42-14. All right, folks. That's going to do it here on the Witherspoon Insurance pregame show. I'm going to play the music away, Calvin. You don't have to rush down the hall or anything. But tonight we've got broadcast tonight. Crest at Kings Mountain, 101.5 FM, 1390 AM. Brent Pasco and Robbie Roop on the call with that. Over in Lincoln County, David Potter and Scott Tudor, East Lincoln at North Lincoln tonight, LincolnCounty.com. Listen live on YouTube, their channel. On the Burns Bulldogs channel tonight, the Bulldogs are at the Shelby Golden Lions. Jeff Jones joins the broadcast, so you Burns Bulldogs fans get a little taste of Shelby with him, with Matt Royster and Tom Sinafani on that call. Don't forget about the post-game show coming up after the game. Chip Carter's going to stop by and join us. He's at the West Lincoln game tonight. He's going to let us know about what happens at that one. The kickoff show, that's us tonight, brought to you by Witherspoon Insurance of Shelby. As always, of course, Red Zone Radio begins at 7:30. 7:30, Red Zone Radio. We'll start putting all the scores on the internet and keeping up with all the games. RS Central is at Chase tonight. Jonathan Bland, Paul Foster on the call, 107.5 FM, 1320 AM in Rutherford County. And, of course, Bessemer City and Cherryville, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM. Guys, enjoy the shows out there as we send it out to the stadiums here on KTC Broadcasting.
We in the trench. You like the water cooler. You be on the bench. Think your team better, but they lack skill. First snap, I leave your backs in the backfield. Your quarterback scared, I see it in his eyes. Sent the receiver in motion, that's just a disguise. My linebackers, they stepping up. Clog a hole, no letting up. Taking on no big blocks. On fourth down, we get big stops. My secondary is balling out. Your offense keeps stalling out. How many yards? Like none at all. Call the special teams, come punt the ball, and it's gone. And you never see me fair catch. I get a block and then I'm gone like a Lear jet. My helmet on, pass strap tight. My jersey shining in them Friday night lights. Win, we just came to win. Win, we just came to win. Friday night lights. Friday night lights. Win. We just came to win. Win. We must protect this house. I'm in a huddle talking to the Hawks. We gonna run it down their throat soon as we get the ball. Come out and fire off the ball. We going on one. My skill position so proficient, break for long runs. Come out running that option. That mean I got the option to keep that or pitch that. Defense, they gotta fix that. 4 receivers, we spread them out in the shotgun. Hot reads, I got some. My tight end so awesome. Touchdowns, I toss some. We score 6, 6 scoreboard, that score 6. Respect the ball, we protect the ball. We don't fumble, no throw picks. I feed my linemen pancakes. So all they blocks are pancakes. Push you around like all night. End of the game, get your handshakes, huh? My helmet on, pass strap tight. My jersey shining in them Friday